Hey Leo, Ali from Indigo Ascension. Welcome to your weekly quick read for the week beginning November 30th through to December the 6th. Now, last week we touched on this full moon lunar eclipse in Gemini. This week I wanted to extend that further by focusing on the relevant house that falls in for each of the zodiacs, because it's going to be unique for each of us. So this full moon lunar eclipse in Gemini, just as a wrap up, it sparks a whole new cycle. It's the first eclipse in Gemini we've had in almost 20 years. So maybe there's a 20-year story here, Leo. Maybe there is a bigger story as far as the whole retrograde season this year for you guys. And certainly it could be a strong theme for this week pertaining to the house it falls in. Full moon lunar eclipses remove the masks, okay? So there is an unearthing of more like aha moments, clarity, things that were hidden perhaps, okay? Depending on what's going on for each of us, it is a unique experience, but it's sort of like a clearing away energy, because solar eclipses are about clarity for the path ahead. Lunar eclipses are like, these are the bags you need to drop in order to get there, alrighty? So you guys are eclipsing through the 11th house. Now the 11th house is about your extended networks, colleagues. So if I'm working with full moon lunar eclipse energies, I'm wanting to eclipse anything that's sort of getting in the way of harmony in those areas, or how you can maximize that as a support network, okay? Because helpful people, like, it's our connections that we have in life that we find out about career opportunities, relationship opportunities, we get ideas and inspiration. So this is about eclipsing anything that gets in the way. And if we're feeling disconnected, because we can all fall into a comfortable routine where we feel like we're sort of not connecting in and making bigger networks for ourselves, for our own social growth, all right? So take it however it resonates, Leo. I'm going to take a look at 3 tarot cards, and then I'll also look at a crystal card as far as how that all ties in and complements your 11th house full moon lunar eclipse placement themes, okay? Underneath the deck, you've got the 2 of Swords. Maybe there's a 2-year story here. And certainly I'm even going to take that further and say the next 2 years, because Gemini kicks off in the North Node this year for 2 years, okay? It's a brand new ecliptical cycle. And I do want to say, how have you been holding back or staying at an impasse at an important area in your life, especially perhaps in the 11th house energies that I talked about? Now, 2 of Swords is not necessarily in a conflict. It's more so I'm at an impasse. I'm not really making definitive decisions. So where do you need to make a decision before the next new moon? Okay, so this is a full moon lunar eclipse that we are working with on the 30th of November. There is a new moon, okay, in a couple of weeks. All right, I'm pretty sure it's also an eclipse. So there's something here that's wanting to push you out of old ways, okay, in 11th house energies. Again, wider networks, friendships, social circles, okay, and how you benefit from them and what needs to be eclipsed as far as being able to achieve some sort of benefit. There's something here, okay, very practically speaking, embracing the courage, embracing your own inner, this is you guys. So the Strength card is you in your higher octave in the tarot deck. Now there's something here about your last birthday season is what I intuitively feel, whether you needed to consult a professional, okay, someone that you might be connected to, something one of your friends or colleagues has done before, and this could literally be in the realms of money, it could be in the realms of financial advice, so that you can actually feel more strong and sure about major decisions. I feel around finances is what I do want to say. I feel like you've been at a bit of an impasse. Okay, so that could literally apply to anything, major loans, restructuring finances. I feel like this big finance focus with you guys. So take it however it resonates, okay? There's something here about grabbing the bull by the horns, making some massive changes, no more being in an impasse, about that big goal, big dream. Being able to embody this 11th house energies and bring things into balance as far as what, like, again, this really feels like 2nd house energy, but it's not. It feels very financial. So this, I could literally be picking up on Leos where there might be money owed, where there might be, energy extended too much, doing too much for friendships, like at work, are you the one that does too much? What needs to be brought in? Is there workplace issues where you're sort of needing career advice around financial stuff or workplace relations, and you need to consult a professional because something needs to be brought into balance here? But I feel I'm connecting into Leos that feel like they need to do something that it feels like it's not. What I'm actually feeling is like it feels like it's going to take too much effort. So the strong suggestion is don't remain at an impasse for this, because there's something about this ecliptical energy that will continue this story, this workplace, this situation with your extended networks, this situation with your 11th house energy has the potential to continue for another 2 years. And if it is something that you feel is in balance and you have not spoken up, you have not actioned it, you haven't done something to bring it into balance as best you can, or sought professional advice where you could, this could potentially continue for another couple of years, okay? Or maybe this is a 2-year story that you've been on, and it's time to bite the bullet here. I feel like I'm connecting to Leos that, they feel a little bit nervous, uncertain, like it feels like too much work, but it's almost like it's necessary because, and you might even feel a little bit pessimistic about it, but I'm going to say you're going to get some good news after a time of research, okay? Which will provide you an opportunity of being able to get to the details and crunch numbers. Feels very specific, Leo. Random. That's for someone out there anyway, okay? Yeah, loosely speaking, workplace relations stuff, financial issues with pays even, major purchases too is what I'm feeling here. What did you get? Tourmaline, unity, love, protection. Okay, that could certainly come in handy in workplaces if you're sort of working in hectic environments. Love energies are most often realized, Leo, through their expression. Tourmaline helps us to overcome grief, sorrow, and other traumatic memories. It encourages unity of the male and female energies to bring about balance and steadiness, balancing the yin and yang. So too much of one and too much of the other obviously creates imbalance, as well as told by the Six of Coins, as well as the chakras. At a mental level, it assists in the balancing of the hemispheres of the brain to enable us to transcend the mundane and achieve unity with the cosmos. It is especially useful for shamanic and trance work. Drawing this card indicates it is time to move towards unity with all things. Connect with nature and let the eternal cycles of life bring you balance and wisdom, Leo. Alrighty, that was your quick read for the week. Hope you got something out of that. That is how the full moon lunar eclipse in Gemini may be affecting your zodiac because of the house that it is placed in. Alrighty, if you wanted a personal reading with me, Leo, you can head on above to the bio link where you'll find a link to the Indigo Ascension shop. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can see the same link in the description box below. But please do like, share, subscribe if you are watching on there. Until next time, take care.